Hey Cube, today I want to talk to you about beauty and depth and the connection between the two, and different notions regarding the connection. So, for example, there is one notion that aims to unify, to find both and meaning depth and beauty to be the same thing. There is actually one notion that aims for the separation of the two, aims for the more shallow, if you may, view of things. Where meaning is one thing, beauty is one thing. I guess that's not the artistic way of looking at things, the separate notion. Now, let's say you see something beautiful, like a woman, a beautiful woman. You find beauty in a woman. I think it should be inevitable that you connect depth to it. Because what is beauty without depth? I think the reason why beauty attracts you so much, why beauty like kinda traps you, amazes you, charms you, is because there is depth. Beauty inevitably leads to depth, meaning. I think beauty connects to truth even. We expect truth to be beautiful. We expect truth to be nice, to be pretty, to be comfortable, right? To be all the nice things, all the beauty things. Oftentimes we're disappointed. And I think that's where the second notion comes in. This notion that aims for the separation of the two. Where we find that, well, in reality, there is a gap between beauty and depth. You can see something that is so pretty, it's so horrible. It can cause a lot of damage to you, and that can also be applied on the example of a woman. She can be so pretty, but she can be very shallow, and definitely bring harm upon you. She can do that, even though she's very pretty, and you might wonder to yourself, well, that doesn't make any sense. That's not right. And again, and this feeling of that's not right is again the notion that aims for the unification of beauty and depth, of beauty and meaning. I think depth is meaning. So when you see something that is beautiful and it really, really amazes you, you find meaning in it. Now, here's another question. Could you do the opposite? Could you find depth to be beautiful? If like something beautiful leads to depth and meaning, would that mean that when you look at something that is deep, then you should find beauty in it? I got to the conclusion that yes, that's the notion that should be. It should be. That's what I see from the world is that there is a notion that yes, beauty should be truthful, should be deep, should be meaningful, should be something good about it. Yeah? So it's a weird connection between beauty and moral, I guess. Beauty should be healthy. Something is pretty, it must be good for me. You notice this idea maybe? But then, in reality, there is a very big gap, because that's how our world is. There's a big gap between how things are in the inside and how things are on the outside, how things would want to be and how things are in reality. And I think more people should aim for the unification of beauty and good and depth and meaning. That's why I find it absolutely horrible, the idea of one night stands, of friends with benefits, because you take something that is so beautiful and you turn it into the most shallowest thing ever. Just one night. And doesn't isn't something that is real supposed to last? Something good, wouldn't you want it to be real? If something is real, doesn't that mean it should last? Isn't that how we hold account something, like isn't that how we decide if something is real or not, if it lasts somewhere in some form at least? Like ideas, aren't they aren't they true? Isn't an idea true if it lasts the test of time, the test of history, the test of hardships that life brings upon you? And if that idea lasts, then this must be a true idea. So you kinda really go with the notion of separation of beauty. And we do that a lot, not just in one night stands and hookups culture. We do it a lot. We really are. We take beautiful things and we just turn them into the shallowest things. We take the realness away from it, and then we wonder why we feel so fake. Why do we feel like we were working in a simulator? You know, why? That's how you can come up suddenly with movies like The Matrix, because it does really feel this way. We're surrounded basically by beauty that is cheap beauty. It's not. It's not real. And I don't like this separation. It hurts me. Makes my life feel unreal sometimes. And I too am infected with this notion of separating. I do it sometimes. You know, you know how like you can go to the beach and be perplexed and amazed at, by the sunset. But then you could also go to the beach and not be amazed and perplexed by the sunset. You're you could like give it one look and keep going, I don't know, to whatever you're going. It's a choice, I guess, to give meaning, to notice the meaning, to notice the depth that is about beauty. I guess it's kind of strange, isn't it? Do you really choose to see the depth and of the beauty, or is it kind of coming upon you and you just think, how much of a choice is it to be amazed? Well, I hope you contribute to the unification of beauty and depth, and not to the separation. I think the world would be way prettier, way more real and meaningful things were more, if depth and beauty was seen to be more connected. And I think we definitely lack on depth. We chased beauty, but we can't face the depth. And you can see it in relationships. So like I hear that. You can really really see it. It's incredible. Um, like like this chick that was like, oh, I love him, but I can't. It's too much for me. I can't, like like you would see people. They will chase love. They will chase love. Yeah, they will hit on someone. They will start forming a connection, because they want love. But when love is too real, they'll just back off. They'll just cut it. And it's not because they don't love the other person. They love the other person, or at least they love. I don't know who they love, themselves or the other person. That's a different discussion for what is love. But like they they will just cut it when it gets too real, when it gets to the meaning. They can't handle the meaning. They don't want to handle the meaning. They want just beauty. They don't want and it's inevitable. It's inevitable. This notion just goes, that beauty is will lead to depth and meaning. It's like it's a notion. It's a healthy, natural notion and about it. And you can't really avoid it. You can try. You can try really, really hard. But you can't really avoid it. It really hurts, to see people like that. Nothing like hurts so bad than someone who like wants love but can't handle it, wants beauty but want to escape the depth and meaning. I think people should focus more on the meaning. They don't focus enough on the meaning. I think it will also change their experience of beauty. They might notice more beauty if they see more meaning. And we've been plagued with cynicism. That really really it's another tool that we invented in order to escape the meaning and depth. Cynicism, like nothing is real anymore. Nothing is really meaningful anymore. It's just a sick joke. It's truly sickening, this cynicism. It's like truly sickening. Yeah. Yeah. Peace.